welcome to the Spill and Grill.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Tishinga.
And this is where you spill the stories.
And we grill them to perfection.
Okay guys, are we ready for more stories? Today's theme. These stories are so weird that they leave you speechless. They just make you go, huh?
Or what the
So, let's get started.
One time I matched with a dude on a dating app. He lived 4 hours from me, was a lawyer, said he was writing a horror book and seemed relatively normal. We start chatting and things seem good. He said, "Can I have your number?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" I then get a text that says, "Want to do something wild and crazy tomorrow?" Me, how wild and crazy? I won't bungee jump, but I will eat Taco Bell and then ice cream. Him, "Let's get married." Me, this was my actual face. Me, "Oh yeah, let's do it." I was 110% joking. We have been talking for 15 minutes. What? Him immediately calls me and starts going into epic detail of who, what, when, where, why, and how we will get married. Me, "Listen, I'm sorry my sarcasm didn't translate, but as Elsa said in Frozen #1, you can't marry a man you just met."
Thank you, Elsa. Thank you, Disney.
Thank you, Disney, indeed. Him, hangs up on me. Me, waits 5 minutes, then calls back. "Hey, I think we lost connection." Him, "No, I'm actually just disgusted with you." Me, "Oh, my bad." Him, rants and raves about how rude and disrespectful I am, and after this, I haven't been back on that app. So people are crazy, but seriously, who's gonna marry someone you've just met?
And he said, "I'm disgusted with you."
Yeah. But did he really think someone was gonna say yes and go through with it?
I guess, because he was like, "Hey, want to do something crazy?"
Yeah, but is this what he does, like, just on the fly, like, meet women on dating apps and says, "Yeah, let's go get married"? It's so random. I would rather the bungee jump.
Right, yeah, I'd rather go bungee jumping
Or
than...
the Taco Bell and ice cream, no problem. Either way for me.
Well, that's just to show how crazy it is.
And the fact that he had all the details, the when, the who, why, and how we'll get married. Like, he had this planned. He was just like, who's the next victim? And as Sarah was saying, him at the end saying, "I'm disgusted with you."
Yeah.
Okay, dude.
And then he went off on a rant telling her off, right? Like, what? Huh?
It doesn't make sense. Like, how is she the bad guy in this?
And how can you get so mad about that?
Issues.
Yeah, absolute issues. Like, it just makes zero sense. Like, first of all, the wanting to be married to somebody, especially from a guy, actually, to be married for somebody that you've just met, and then the level of disappointment that he shows it's insane.
This is what gets me as well. Like, you're like so disappointed, as if we've been a couple for 10 years,
right,
and you're asking to marry me, and I've said no.
Right.
Then I understand I'm disgusted.
Yeah,
I understand you've got some leverage, but I don't know you.
So strange.
It is, and we have a Disney reference.
Yeah. You know what's funny? When you were reading that out, and then I went, "Thank you, Disney," and then I went, wait a minute. In most Disney stories, they do marry the man they've just met. Like, Cinderella and Prince Charming had a dance. And he didn't even remember her face. He had to find the girl who fit the shoe.
That's true.
No White. He kissed her while she was sleeping.
Oh my god, there's a theme.
And then they came up with Frozen and changed it up a little bit.
We're changing that.
You think he can find somebody that will say yes?
I think so, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we live in a crazy world. If we have people with fetishes, you can find someone that's going to say yes to getting married.
That can turn so dangerous in so many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, so quick too. Moving fast in general. I think if you speak to any type of dating expert or psychologist or what else is there, like psychiatrist or therapist, like anybody will tell you that moving fast is not a good idea, right? And he's so disappointed too.
Yeah. Rants and raves about how rude. Where was she rude?
She was rude because...
She said yes and then no.
Yeah, because he thinks that he was led on.
Like, grow up.
How is she being disrespectful?
She's not. He's just being old school, I don't know. Like alpha male.
Yeah, definitely alpha male, but like not even like... Like, even an alpha male guy doesn't want to get married. So, like, guys are scared of the word marriage, normally.
That's true.
Put yourself in her situation. What would you do? He messages you, hey, let's do something crazy.
I'd say, and what is your version of crazy?
And then he goes, want to get married?
I would say, are you being serious?
That's what you would say? I think I'd stop replying.
No, because some people are also joking. On the other side, you don't know if they're joking.
That's true.
You want to see where he's going, find out a bit more, and then be like, I mean, because I know I'm saying no at the end of it.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, I'd be like, are you being serious? And if he's like, yeah, I'd be like, no.
Yeah, I think...
Straight away, no.
Yeah, I think as soon as I would figure out that he's being serious, I'd be like, I don't think this is for me.
But then I would carry on and ask, oh, so does this work on all the girls?
Oh, you'd carry on?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
I want to know more. Like,
really?
Oh, for sure. You've wasted my time already asking me stupid questions. So let me find out more.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You'd be like, no, you'd
no,
already
I'm done.
Tapped out. I'm still
No. Like, no. Don't ask me to marry you 15 minutes in. I think. Are you serious? Like, I'd make sure. Like, you made me realize that I would do that. Yes.
So yes. And then say...
block. We're done. Goodbye.
No, I want to know, like, does this work on all the other women? Because I've already said no, so I've been respectful, I hope.
Well, it doesn't work on the other women. He's not married.
We don't know. Maybe he's marrying and divorcing.
You think so?
Who knows? I'm sure he's going to the Little White Chapel in Vegas where Britney Spears and all the other successful marriages happened, apparently.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's going there and just doing it, like, for kicks.
Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Gee, I really love you and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel of love.
Oh! And that single is out on Monday to download on iTunes. Thank you.
Maybe it's a scam. He marries her and then he legally is entitled to like all her savings, her property and whatever. I think it's either a scam artist or crazy or maybe a little bit of both.
I'm gonna go, both. I'm more towards the scam.
Marriage is a big deal. You're literally going into business with that person. Would you go into business? Would you open a business with a stranger? No. That's what marriage is.
Yeah.
Go back to like ancient times. Like your father would trade you for a cow to a man. Do you know what I mean? Like you were sold off by your dad. Like that whole like, you know, we think it's so beautiful that whole like the dad is walking you down the aisle. He was giving you away. That's why it's called giving you away, because you were his property. Now, the guy's family gave your dad a cow or a chicken or whatever, and now you're someone else's property. You're another man's property. But it's like we romanticize it now.
So much.
But back in the day, if you go back and think about how marriage started, it was the selling and the financial exchange of a woman. It was a business contract. That's what it was.
Yeah,
and that's what it still is, even though we've made it a little bit lighter.
It's true.
The marriage contract that you sign, you are in business with that person. What you own, he owns.
And I would say even now, because there's so many female entrepreneurs, female business women, there's even more at stake in that sense. Because before it was usually the women didn't have money or weren't even working, right? It was just go with your husband, have babies, you be the stay-at-home mom. But now it's like, no, I also have money, so hell yeah, we're doing a prenup.
All right. Next story. So this one is very different, but it still kind of just leaves you creeped out and speechless. So let's go. I had a guy on the first date tell me that he killed lizards and frogs when he was younger, so he could feel their insides. He likes, not liked, he likes to touch squishy things. Oh, God. This was within the first 15 minutes of meeting. He asked if I wanted to order food. I said, no, it's getting late, so I'm just gonna leave. He tried to walk me to my car. I told him not to bother since it was right out front. As soon as I pulled out of that spot, I unmatched him and blocked him. I don't even, wow. He liked to kill lizards and frogs so he could feel their insides.
It's an animal, it's a poor animal.
Yeah. You can get squishy things in other fashions. You don't need to do it from animals, newly dead animals. Oof. No, something is
off.
Yeah.
One thing that came into my mind was Dharma, the TV series. Have you seen Jeffrey Dahmer?
Oh, I think so.
He does very inhuman things, and the dad at one point in one scene is talking to him saying, I didn't think like too much of it, but when you were a child you liked to get the frogs and dissect them. And it really reminds me of this. Just think to myself, this guy
might be a psychopath.
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
Actually, that's true, because I have heard that people who are serial killers in their older age, when they were younger, when they were kids, they used to like to torture animals.
It really, as soon as you were reading it, I got goosebumps and I was thinking of Dharma.
So if your thing is feeling squishy things, make a plate of pasta, put some sauce in there, and go at it.
True, actually.
It doesn't have to be insides that belonged to a living creature before.
That's true.
It's fine to have our weird obsessions. We all have our like little dirty secrets, or our dirty what's the word I'm thinking about? Like our little confessional kind of things. Like for me, like sometimes I tell people I love watching pimple popping videos, and they're disgusted with me. That's so gross. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I'm like, I love it.
Do you like popping them?
Guilty pleasure, that's the word I'm trying to think about.
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Do you like popping them? Do you pop?
Oh yeah.
Me too.
Oh yeah. If Manuel's got a pimple, it's the best day of my life. I'm like, don't move.
Yeah.
Stay still.
Oh my god, we're weird, aren't we?
I'm going to wash my hands. I've watched the videos. I know how to do it.
I'm the exact same.
But I think what's worse about this story is that it's not just that he likes squishy things. He's like innocent beings.
Animals, yeah.
He's seeking them, like he's going into the woods as a kid with a knife or like a bat or something, purposely to find a frog or a lizard so he could kill it, slice it open, and then put his hands inside just to feel.
That's definitely more of like a mental issue for sure.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if he grows up and honestly, after watching Dharma, you'll see like I wouldn't be surprised if he's.
And that's why she's like, I'm done. Like she said, like she didn't want to eat. Obviously, how could you eat after a story like that, right? Even a starving person would be like, I've lost my appetite. And then she's like, it's getting late. I'm gonna leave. And he even wanted to walk her to her car, and she's like, no, I don't want you anywhere close to me. And she blocked and unmatched him. And that's exactly what I would do too, because
you just don't know.
That's creepy. Proudly states it in the first 15 minutes of a date. There's nothing else for you to talk about. Yeah. Hey, hi, my name is Sarah. I work at so-and-so company. What do you think of the weather? Like,
a lot of subjects to talk about.
I have so-and-so siblings. I'm from this town. I live here now. I've been here a few years.
Maybe you thought the girl might be interested in like that. Maybe she might be like, oh my god, I do the same.
That would be a perfect match for him. If a girl went, whoa, me too, right? I guess maybe that's what he's trying to find, but
he's not finding that anytime soon.
This guy is the subject of a future documentary.
Oh, for sure.
And you know what I really like? That she didn't let him walk him to her car so that he couldn't know what kind of car she drives. He couldn't get her license plate, anything like that. I think that was such a smart move.
I'm surprised she didn't report him.
Is it enough to report?
That's not something you should be talking about on a first date. Like
in the first 15 minutes.
No, I think I would have reported him. That's scary.
Yeah. Would you have a guy like that in your house next to your dog? Near Simba? Imagine you've dated him and now you've invited him to your house. And with Simba on the couch, sitting there snoring away, and he's like, I used to like to kill frogs and lizards.
Yeah, exactly. And already it's too late. He's in your home.
Right?
Yeah, it's... Oh my god, no.
Poor lizards, poor frogs. What did they do? They were just trying to live. They were just trying to hop around.
Yeah, they were just trying to live their life. Hop.
Poor guys. Let's say he saw roadkill on the street. He saw a raccoon or something. Would it be okay for him if the animal was already dead? Or does he want to kill it first?
Sounds like he wants to, no?
Yeah,
that's just my guess from this short little story.
There's so many squishy things that you can touch. Tell your mom to make you some Jell-O.
Oh, the stress balls.
Yeah.
Love those. But I don't need to put my hand inside a animal, reptile,
organs.
Whatever.
Yeah.
No, I don't sign up for that.
Neither did she. Good for you for just running. Because I think I would have been a little bit frozen in shock if we were just like this. And he tells me this, I don't know if I could get up.
Honey, you would have to, otherwise he'll cut you open.
Yeah, I have to run. I don't know. Okay. All right. I think I'm done here. I've lost my appetite.
Yeah, me too.
So.
As always, guys, if you have any crazy, like Sarah just read out, dating stories, good, bad, positive, negative, please email us at thespillandgrill@gmail.com. The email is on the screen now. And as always, disclaimer, remember, we are not professionals. We are not doctors. We are not therapists. We are not dating coaches.
We're not specialists. We're not experts in any way. We're just building a community and we like to talk. So that's what we're here for. So if you have a story, let's share it so we can talk about it.
Yes. And if you have been listening on Spotify, you've been listening to The Spill and Grill. And if you are watching us on YouTube, you have just been watching The Spill and